Hello, everyone. This is a presentation about the master program in industrial management at KTH. It's me first, Emrah Karaya. I am the program director of the master program, and I am also an associate professor doing research and teaching at KTH in the field of industrial dynamics and sustainable business models. I am also a team leader at the newly opened KTH Food Center. And I have a quite international background. I have a bachelor from Turkey and a master degree in computational mechanics from Spain and Germany. And I got my PhD in 2015 in the field of industrial management from Spain and also from KTH in Stockholm. And also I have some professional experience with companies such as Daimler and Bosch.
Hi, everybody. I am Pooja Raju. I'm a second year master student in industrial management, and I am also the international student ambassador for this program. My background is that I'm an international student hailing from India. So I moved to Sweden last August. I have a background in biotechnology from India, and I've also worked at Amazon for 3 years for the internet publishing industry.
So today, in this presentation, I will first provide you with some basic information about our master program, and then Pooja provide you with some details about her experience and her perspective. And then after we finish the recording, we will open the room for questions and answers, where you can ask your questions directly. And our master program lies between three domains, technology, business, and management. And this is a picture from one of the courses, one of the lectures in the past, where the CEO of the Universal Music is giving a guest lecture for about change. And this actually very much captures the content of our program because you will learn about how to manage change processes. And with your profound background in engineering, you will be also introduced to the field of business and management. And our master program targets those of you with a profound engineering background. And hopefully the program will prepare you for future leadership positions in industrial and technology-based organizations in various areas such as operations management, industrial marketing, project management, product development, R&D management, and so on. And the main focus of the program is about understanding how we can offer, create and capture value for customers in business. This customer could be businesses, like business to business, or could be consumers as well. And also in the program, you will address various issues regarding management issues, leadership, supply chain, industrial transformation towards sustainability, for instance, and how to manage research and innovation, as well as industrial marketing. And during these 2 years of your master studies, in different courses, you will also get insights about 3 different levels, about individuals, for instance, how we can lead change in companies by leading people in organizations, but also about the firm level, how to manage different functions and processes in businesses, such as research and development, operations, sourcing, marketing, supply chain, distribution, logistics, and so on. And also, which is, I think, quite interesting, you will also learn about how different industrial sectors change over time. So you will learn about industry level perspectives to understand how systemic change happens towards sustainability, for instance. And some of the key characteristics of the program, to mention a few. For instance, we use quite a different teaching methods in different courses, such as problem-based learning as well as a flipped classroom. And also, as you will witness in many courses, we have close collaboration with industrial companies, which, for instance, you can meet in guest lectures or through case studies in some of the courses, or you can collaborate with them during your master theses. So this is just an overview of the courses that you will take if you are admitted to the program. So this set of courses shows the first year. At KTH, we have 4 periods. Period 1 and period 2 is for the fall semester. Period 3 and period 4 is for the spring semester. So in the fall semester, in the first year, you will take the following courses: Perspectives on Industrial Management, Finance and Control in Industrial Organizations, Project Management, Leadership and Control, Operations and Supply Chain Management. And in the spring semester, in the first year, you will take courses named Industrial Transformation and Technical Change, Strategy and Industrial Marketing, Leading People and Organizations in Different Contexts. After you finish these courses in year 1, and when you start the year 2, you will have the following compulsory courses in the fall semester: Research Methods in Industrial Engineering and Management, Change Project in Industrial Management, and Managing Research and Innovation. And in the last 6 months of your master, in period 3 and 4, you are supposed to write a master thesis, which takes like 2 periods, period 3 and 4, approximately 5-6 months. And this is the biggest course, and this is maybe the biggest achievement you will have, because it is a quite big 30 European credits, as well as you need to show all your knowledge that you have learned during the first and half year. Just to give some examples about the courses, about the master thesis that has been finished in the last few years. For instance, Svensson and Koistinen did a case study about one of the Nordic insurance company. And Sophia Alm, for instance, studied a case study about multiple organizational identities in an organization. At the functional level or organizational level, I can give the examples from Bisler and Gahashtani, who studied the sustainability initiatives in the supply chain through a multiple case study of manufacturing companies, or another example from Mokhtar, who studied business models of electric road systems. And 2 more examples. Shadi Shams, for instance, study at industrial level the circular economy barriers by analyzing challenges in white goods and automotive industry. And Johnson in 2018 studied the case of blockchain for the Swedish public sector. These are just a few examples I chose randomly. We produce more than 50 master theses every year. And the program is now around 10 years old. So there are many others master theses worth mentioning, of course. And so far I mentioned about the compulsory courses, and I gave you some examples about master theses. But you should also take some elective courses if you are admitted to the program. In your case, this means around 22 European credits, and you are quite flexible to choose these courses. So you can choose courses quite close to topics related to industrial economics and management, such as supply chain management, finance, econometrics, leadership and gender, entrepreneurship, marketing, economics, and so on. So there's like quite a big variety of courses you can take from KTH or from other universities that let you take those courses. But also you can choose, instead of choosing this kind of courses, you can also choose technical or social science courses. For instance, related to technology, such as AI, artificial intelligence, or sustainability and society. And just to give you some feeling about if you start to program, what kind of student profile you can be exposed to. So I took the numbers from the 2023 batch who started the program last fall. So we have admitted 17 students via external and international application window. This is the window you are aiming to apply. But also just to let you know, there will be also joining you through KTH 5-year degree programs. In the last year, the number was 75. So once you start the program, you will be in a mix of international and local students. Last year we had around 90, but these numbers changes from year to year. And in this external and international application window, last time we had the acceptance rate of 19%, which shows that our program is quite popular. And in this case, we have quite a diverse backgrounds. People coming from various countries such as Germany, Hungary, Iceland, Indonesia, India, Italy, Jordan, and Sweden, because Swedish applicants from other universities can also apply through this same window. And of course, this diversity changes every year quite a lot. So if you have not seen your country, don't worry about that. We have quite a diverse country of origin when it comes to the admissions. And I just want to remind about the entry requirements because I assume that most of you would like to apply for the program. First of all, you need to fulfill the general admission requirements, which is a bachelor degree and English proficiency. So this requirement is not checked by myself or our program. So this is checked centrally. So if you have questions about this, please check the website. They have a quite good information, and you can also contact those that is at the contact part of this page. But which I can give you some more insights, and I think some of you may have questions about the specific requirements for this specific master. So we have two of them. And I receive a lot of questions about that, and I try to respond to case by cases. Sometimes I can be late about it, but I also want to clarify it in this like a webinar, what these requirements mean. First of all, to be eligible for our master program, you need a bachelor's degree in an engineering field. For instance, mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, design and product development, information and communication technology, computer science, material science, but it can be also like biotechnology and so on. And that if you fulfill this first requirement, you also need to fulfill the second one. So you need both of them. You should have taken a basic course in industrial management. And if you don't know exactly what it means, you can check the one example from the website, this basic course in industrial management given by KTH. So you do not need to take this course, but you should have taken a similar course in the past. For instance, courses such as accounting, engineering, economics, business administration, corporate finance, typically fulfill this requirement. So if you have taken such a course, you may be fulfilling this requirement. But if you have a different kind of course, but the names are a little bit different, one criteria you can look is that whether that course has including some basic financial accounting. And what happens to our graduates? I just checked this morning some graduates from last few years on LinkedIn, where do they work? I just chose some examples. Of course, it's quite diverse, and we don't really have a control on that, but we know that They get jobs quite quickly, and as it mentioned as well in the main presentation. But I just want to show you some examples in this slide. For instance, we have those graduates who works as a strategy manager at Scania, trainee at Hitachi, associate at Boston Consulting Group, consultant at Efri, specialist at Northvolt, junior planner at H&M, consultant at CGI Financial Services, PhD candidate at our university at KTH, program manager at Sunvik, associate application developer at Fujitsu, electromobility engineer at Volvo, and so on. The list is quite long. I just wanted to drop some examples here. So that's my part, and I will leave the floor to Pooja now, and I will change the slides for her.
Thank you, Emrah. You really covered a lot of broad things that students even ask me when they email. So I hope it was helpful for you guys. So I would like to begin by talking about my experiences, and I've categorized it into four different things. First one is obviously education at KDH, especially this program. One highlight of this program is that the extensive industry collaborations in multiple courses. For example, in my home university, it was limited to just one or two courses, but here almost every other course has somebody from the industry speaking to students. It can be via company visits or guest lectures. You also get to do a project with the company in your second year through a course called Change Project in Industrial Management, and of course through master thesis, which can be performed at a company. The next one are the exams, which are occurring in different formats. It can be a home exam or an on-campus exam, or sometimes it can just be hand-in assignments and project reports. So, some courses continuously test you throughout the period, but I feel that this is of more value than writing an exam at the end of the period where you have a lot to cover at one go. The third highlight is that you can also study at a different school, not only at KDH. It's called the Stockholm School of Entrepreneurship, which is a consortium of different universities in Sweden, such as Stockholm University, Karolinska, and so on. Here you have skill based courses such as design thinking, growth, entrepreneurship. They're all inclined towards entrepreneurship and startup mindset. The most important thing that students ask are the extracurricular activities. Apart from studying, KTH has a very vibrant social environment. There are a lot of company events happening where you can go to the company, have dinner with them, listen to them about their work, get to know their day to day activities, and also network. Networking helps you a lot here because you can find out about more opportunities and where you can improve yourself as a person. Then there are various student associations at KDH, whether you're interested in sports or dancing or something even more academy, such as case solving. There's an association for every criteria. You just have to find them. Then, if you're more competitive, there are competitions happening all the time. Something that's very interesting for industrial management students are the case competitions. I have participated in one which was held at the KTH level. It was a qualifier, and the winners of this qualifier were able to progress to the national level, where they competed with other universities, and then they would progress upwards and so on. And also there are several hackathons happening. You do not need to have like technical skills like coding. You just have to bring in your knowledge and creativity. You will be put into different teams and made to solve a challenge. So this will be like a real world problem and you will be making a real impact. Then you have lunch lectures at KTH from companies. Again, they can talk about themselves and the programs that they offer, such as trainee and graduate programs. Or it can be from academicians who talk about the current research or current developments in the industry. And also lectures from KTH Career Support on how to write a CV and where to find internships, etc. Next. Yes. When I was a new student, I was very invested in working during studies. First and foremost, I would like to say that give priority to your studies because it does consume a lot of time. There are several group activities, individual assignments that you would need to focus. So studies are number one. But having said that, having a job can add value to your CV and can also help you with your expenses. So it is possible to find a part-time job or an internship, but bear in mind that the competition is very relevant for popular choices, and there are also requirements that restrict you in applying to certain things, such as language requirements. And you can also work at KTH as a student ambassador or like a teaching assistant, research assistant, or you can even get involved with centers like KTH Climate Action and KTH Food, which are departments involved into research, and they have several industry collaborations. So if you're applying to work with them, you will be a host for webinars or maybe even a research assistant. And the final thing is KTH Innovation, where if you're more entrepreneurial, you can give your idea, and based on that, you can build your startup. They have several incubator programs, and they open during certain times of the year. So you could apply to them and build your startup. Finally, life in Sweden. It's a very exciting life, especially for somebody from me from India. It's a very different culture here, so you learn almost every day. It's a very international environment. You not only meet Europeans, but also people from all corners of the globe, so that your perspectives are very diverse. And even in group projects, the perspectives can be quite shocking, because you would think in a certain way and your teammate would maybe contradict you, but both are valuable opinions, and you will eventually develop yourself as a person. And the KTH campus in general is very beautiful, with a lot of study places, good Wi-Fi connection. And if you are interested in course literature, there's a huge library and relevant resources there for you to focus on. And of course, you will learn to budget like a student. Give 2 months in Sweden, and you will know all the tips and tricks that are associated. And for me, the next thing that I would be focusing on is a thesis project, which would start in January. Right now, I would have to submit a thesis proposal at the department so that they can accept my admission and appoint an academic supervisor for me. So, hopefully, this presentation was insightful, and thank you very much for listening.